getting back to school, right? We have hit about that time. I know in a couple school districts are already back. Hamilton City Schools, like 10,000 kids getting back to it today. And it seems like every day going forward, we have more and more kids getting back to class. And that means more and more kids getting ready to get on one of these school buses. With First Student, I've got Kenn Jones with me now to talk about how you can prepare your kids and how you can prepare yourselves a little bit, because those big yellow buses are going to be out there. Hey, Kenn, how are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good to see you again. And let's start with mom and dad responsibilities, because it's something for them to keep in mind too. It's not just about the kids getting out there and making sure they're standing in a place that's safe. Mom and dad got to be wary as well.
They do have to be wary. They have to be wary with their kids. So a couple of things that they can do with their kids is introduce them to the bus driver.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. You know, make sure that the bus driver knows their name and that they know to listen to the bus driver and follow the bus driver's commands. It's very, very important. A couple of things that they can do while other parents and other adults are on the road traveling. They can give the bus plenty of room while following a bus. When you see those yellow lights come on, you want to have enough distance to apply your brakes safely. You want to never pass a bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing.
And you would think that would be easy enough for people to remember. We do stories, seems like every year, where somebody just blows by right one of those buses, and it's so dangerous for the kids. You just have to be alert when you're out there this time of year, because you're going to see a whole lot of things you're not used to seeing over the last 3 months.
That is true. There is a survey that went out a couple of years ago that they counted the number of stop arm violations nationwide in one day, 95,000.
Unbelievable.
And that equates to over 17 million in a school year. It's a very unsafe situation. Drivers have to be aware that they have to stop, and that it is against the law not to stop in all 50 states. Give the bus plenty of room. It's very hard to see kids within the 10-foot area, immediate area of the bus.
Yeah.
So you want to stay back so that you can see those kids. And then finally, just know your state laws.
Yep. Hey, speaking of the kids, let's go on the bus and see what the kids are going to experience when they get on the bus. Okay, let's go on up and let's meet our bus driver. Hello there. How are you? What is your name?
My name is Monica.
Monica, how are you?
I'm good.
You excited to get the kids back on the bus?
Yes.
It'll be here before you know it. Let's talk about once the kids get on the bus, what can they start keeping in mind? So beyond just what the parents have to think about.
Well, one of the things that the kids can do as soon as when they get on the bus, they want to use the handrail. We don't want any kids to slip or fall out of the bus and injure themselves. As soon as when they get on the bus, they need to get seated immediately.
Yep.
Put both feet on the floor
Okay.
and their back against the seat. Don't ever cross the street without the bus driver giving you the okay to do so.
Yeah.
And then finally, kids should not move or get up until the bus comes to a complete stop, and then they can get off because they'll be really excited to get to school.
You know what you get when
That's
you get
right.
up a little early, you get that last second.
That's right, and then you might get injured.
And you don't want one of those.
We don't want that to happen. That's
no,
correct.
we don't. Very quickly, and we point this out every year, but I think it's so key, because one of those other stories we seem to do every year is the kid who gets left on the bus and we don't know that they're back there, they fell asleep. On one of these First Student buses, that's very difficult for that to happen.
It's very difficult to happen on a First Student bus. Number one, safety begins with our drivers, and our drivers are trained to check the bus periodically throughout their runs to make certain that there are no kids remaining. Furthermore, we have technology on all of our buses called the Child Checkmate that will not allow for a kid to be left on the bus unnoticed. So an alarm will sound if a child is left on the bus.
It's a really, really important feature. And with that, we got to send things back inside, because in addition to getting people ready in terms of the buses are going to be here and there, they want to know what the weather is going to be like the rest of the week as they send their young folks out there to get all that learning. So let's send it back into Tara Blake. Hey, Tara.